Hello, welcome to the Intentional Budget. My name's Helen. This is my weekly check-in at the end of the first week of February. Hope everyone's okay. I hope you've all had good weeks. I'm just going to check in quickly on my spending, which, as if you watched last week, you know I'm trying to keep that really down this month and see how we get on. And then I am going to set myself up for next week and do a little bit of sinking fund cash stuffing as well. Okay, so spending this week, it's quite high, but it's planned high, if that makes sense. So I did my usual food shop out of my variable envelopes. I also did an Amazon spend, but that was stocking up on coffee for me and my dad and some moisturizer. So I do class that as necessary. What I'm trying to do this month is cut down on the kind of impulse spending, I suppose. That's what I'm trying to do. I also spent £6.75 buying some chocolates for my dad's neighbour this week because she'd had a fall, so just took them around to cheer her up because she does loads of stuff to help him. So I know that wasn't planned, but that's okay. And then the only other thing I've done, and I just want to check and see what colour I did, sinking fund spending, purple. Okay, the only other thing I have done is I have finally got around to sorting out getting my front door fitted. So I paid £1,000 deposit to the company that are doing that this week as well. But that's okay, because that was all saved up for and accounted for, and it's getting fitted at the end of the month. So I will pay the balance then. In terms of next week, I don't anticipate that I will be doing any unexpected or unplanned spending. I'm going out for tea one night with one of my friends, so that will be some extra spending. But other than that, I'm hoping that I will stick with this. No kind of impulse or unplanned spending. Right, let's have a look at what I have got left from last week. So in my food and spending envelope, I've got £55 in cash, and I have got, what have I got here, 91p. I haven't spent any money yet out of petrol, and I've spent £30, which I've just realised I've forgotten to record, so we'll write that down. £30 getting the dog minded, but again, that was planned, it was expected. Let me just put that in, £30 dog minder, because I'm trying to make sure that I record everything, and that is out of my variable envelopes as well. See, I'm useless at this. I am absolutely useless at this recording stuff. I always forget something. Anyway, yeah, that's all the spending I've done this week. Right. I actually had a bit of a think about what to do with my sinking funds as well and wrote it down, which is why I'm turning the page. Okay, no pound coins this week, no £2 coins this week, 91p in cash and change. So let's do 85 and 6p. I feel like I'm going to get all of the crosses all the way around the outside done at this stage. That's what it looks like is happening. Okay, and then what have I got here? 55. So I'm going to start this cute little challenge from My Money Matters, Cash Stuff a Lot of Lol. So that I'm going to have each of these little, are they piglets or are they mermaids that look like little pigs? I'm not sure, but I'm going to have that each one of these is worth £10. So let's put that there and tick off 2 and put £20 in there, and hopefully it saves 100. So hopefully I will get that one done in February. Right, let's put that in there. Okay, that's done. Right, and then an envelope. Let's find, I love reading these and seeing what the paper's going to look like when you pick one out. I'm going to put the £35 in there this week. Put that away. Do one of these every week. hopefully do some extra ones as we go along and then see what we come out with at the end. Okay, this should be £200. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 200. Right. Okay, that £100 can go in my envelope for next week. Like that, so that's all sorted. I don't think, no, I don't need to spend anything out the dog's envelope next week, and I don't think I need petrol yet. I think I've still got about half a tank, so that should be fine. I actually did a little thinking before about my sinking funds, so I've written it down this time. I've got £100 and I am going to put £40 in vet bills first, because I know, again, this month that there isn't going to be anything left in the dog's envelope at the end of the month. And I really want to keep this one growing. So I'm going to put £40 of this in there. Like that. I also need to get him booked in for his jabs, his vaccinations, when I remember. Okay, I'm going to put £20 in garden as well this week. So that's got £40 in there at the moment. So I'm just going to try and maybe put a little bit in every month, and then when it gets to spring, if I need anything for the garden, I will be ready to sort it out. Okay, next is the other folder. Right, what am I going to do here? Travels, no. Nieces and nephews, no. Tech, yeah, I'm going to put £20 in here. Oh, it feels really strange having a plan for this. I've actually thought about it and thought about where do I want to put the money next week and as well and everything. Very organised. It won't last. It won't last. Don't worry. Right, there we go. And lastly, £20 in clothes. So let's put £20 in there. So there's £60 in there now. Tick off 2 of these little boxes in the wardrobe and put that £20 in there. I hope everyone's doing okay and that you've had good weeks. I've really noticed, you know, because I kind of said I'm not spending anything that I don't need to spend. I'm not going to buy any clothes. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that. It's really interesting. I hadn't kind of realised that I quite often waste time just, you know, scrolling through shops and putting things in a basket online. And I don't always buy it. It's not that I buy it every single time, but I think I've been a little bit more aware of it now. A little bit more aware of, you know, that is something I do when I'm kind of at home in the evenings if I'm not doing anything. So I've come up with a bit of a plan as well of how to distract myself, how to make sure that I don't do any spending. So I'm going to spend the rest of this month doing a bit of a sort out and a declutter around the house, mainly clothes wise, to see if there's anything I could sell on Vinted, or if there's anything that I'm keeping hold of that I'm not using, that there's no point in me having anymore, because I haven't really done that for a few years. So that's my strategy at the moment, to try and stop myself from doing any unplanned spending. So I will let you know how that goes. Yeah, that's me for the week, I think. I hope you all have lovely weekends and lovely weeks next week, and I will see you next week for another check-in. Take care. Bye-bye.